figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that, let's get you up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. They love the black and gold here in the steel setting, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Kansas City Chiefs taking the field here. They'll be led by Patrick Mahomes, who has been quite the leader through 3 weeks of the season. 13 touchdown passes and NFL record, CD. You know what? I think maybe they should bench him week 4. What do you think?
He's done all he can do.
Yeah.
Just call it a day.
He's done.
I mean, he broke Peyton Manning's record, so now we don't need to talk about him anymore. He is riding an incredible hot streak. 13 touchdowns through the first 3 games of the NFL season for him. His team is 3-0. And he has yet to throw an interception. Because coming out of Texas Tech, one of the things that people were concerned about, that big right arm, maybe too much confidence in it and would take too many chances. So far, that has not been the case. And the play he made Sunday where he scrambled around and then threw a laser shot in the end zone at the end of it for the touchdown, wow.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Hey, got 3. Here we go. Green, 90. Green.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Stephon Tuitt's game continues to gain notice and respect. He's a long defensive end, but has great ability to bend and get leverage. Can take on blockers at the point of attack and also shows skill in rushing the passer.
You mentioned he's long, 6'7", over 315 pounds. Man, he is huge. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the 1st.
So the goal is at least a 1st down here, right? Pick up a 1st down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Watch it now, Barney. Green, 39.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark, and in a big way.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll run it with Williams. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
It.
Super toe.
And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Here we go now. Green.
A toss play to Hunt. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a play fake here on first down. Bud Dupree in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
With it is Brown. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, now look at 56.
He'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's got room. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
Talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. And the defense has it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers defense getting ready here. And they've created a major first-half storyline with the pressure they've been able to create.
And I know that the good teams adjust from series to series. They make their adjustments on the sideline before they go back out. In this case, I think they might need a little bit more time. They want to get to the half and start figuring out how do they change protections, how do they get the ball in the hands of the passer a lot quicker, make sure he doesn't get hit as often, all those different things. Maybe even run the ball a little bit more, anything to try and tamp down the pressure.
Here we go.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. On first down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Mahomes to throw once more. And Hill with it over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
Now it's Mahomes again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He personally is playing poorly, but the bottom line is his team's winning. He probably feels, oh, hey, if I can right the ship, we can really extend this lead.
Just try and get back to being the player he knows he can be and continuing to be the leader that he has to be. Doesn't matter whether he's playing real well or not. When you're winning the game, everything's good. Really, you got to treat it like it's sunshine. Hey, everything's great. That's what he has to continue to do, and I'm with you. He wants to play better to make sure he's a part of it.
He wants to flip those interceptions and touchdown numbers. 2 INTs, no touchdowns. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the NFL and give you stats and scores from games in progress, as well as look back at games that have already been completed. So keep an eye out for that. But for now, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 41 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27.
Over! Set! Green!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go now.
Now Bell. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. Set! Blue, line it!
They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Boswell for the extra point. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Green.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs defense making their way back onto the field. And they have the 3 takeaways, but still losing despite the effort that we see on the screen.
And thank goodness for that effort, because without it, They're probably really getting routed at this point. Keeping them in the game as best they can, they've got to increase their proficiency in taking the ball away because right now they're not getting enough help from the rest of the squad.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Barney!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Over! Hurry up, here we go. Green.
On second down, it's Bell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Remember at the outset you talked about the key being keeping him under 100 yards. Well, he's over 100 now. We're in the third quarter.
So that has happened, right? So that goal's gone. Can they bottle him up the rest of the way? They'll need to do so if they want to try and win this one.
First carry for James Conner. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But now has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Three quarters have come and gone. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Mahomes to throw on second down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, that's Hunt. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Here we go with Williams. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
It's 4th and 2, and you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, so you have to be definite about your decision about where to go.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Green 39.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Green 90.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit. But you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And the kick by Butker is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13 to 6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside. It could.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Over. All right, here we go.
Here's Bell. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Boswell's kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. They're just looking for one final stop here, put a capper on this affair.
Get this game over with. That's all they're talking about. It's that simple. Finish this thing off, and let's get to the locker room and celebrate.
Celebration, that's what they're hoping to do soon, but still a little work to do. Now Mahomes on target over the middle to Hill. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Mahomes to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first down, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Give him 30 yards there. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. Mahomes to throw once more. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Mahomes. And it's caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at first and goal.
There we go. Green, 39.
One final try from Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. Well, partners, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended, down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys